as soon as the season ended last year, just talking with Doozy, and just him telling me I'm the guy going in the spring, and I just got to earn it. I knew that I just needed to take care of my business, that way I could lead this team in the next year.
How has your comfort with the offense changed over the course of spring practice? Do you feel like you've taken a big step forward with it?
Definitely, taking a huge leap. From day one to now is unrecognizable. For me and then for the whole team, we're playing so much faster and so much more confident. We have a long way to go, but I'm sure that we're going to be there by the time fall hits.
What have you seen from some of the younger guys, not named Kenny Johnson at wide receiver, and their progress? Guys like Zion and Lamar, and who caught a touchdown from you today. Kanate talked about how some of the alignments and the way that you guys are using motion now, it just creates more opportunities for big plays that don't require guys winning one-on-one matchups. Is that something that you've seen that can just your film study, like, hey, these are going to be a lot more things I can take advantage of compared to last year?
Definitely. The speed and moving guys around is always going to be beneficial, and I think we're going to take advantage of that this year for sure.
What's next for you now, Nate, as far as summertime and working with these guys with that coach?
Just working. We'll be in drawing plays and be watching film, and just we're going to get it to where it's perfect by fall. That's what's going.
When you say the offense from day one to now is unrecognizable, what do you mean by that?
Just the way that we're able to process it and how fast we're able to play. Obviously the offense hasn't changed, but the way that we're able to understand it and translate that to the field has been a big change since we first started.
Do you think the offense we saw today or in practice 14 would be unrecognizable by the time the fall rolls around?
I definitely think we have a lot of improvement to be made in the next 4 months, and it's going to be made. So we got a lot of potential left in the offense, and a lot of work to still do.
And how have your teammates accepted you? How have you feel like you flourished in that role?
I'm blessed to be around a lot of great guys. The team, the culture here at Pitt is amazing, defense and offense. And I know I can rely on the guys on the team, and I know that they know they can rely on me.
Nate, how important do you think it will be to protect the football and just make some of the decisions that you made today?
Huge. Turnovers. Coach Narduzzi's huge on turnovers, and that's something we're cognizant of going into games, and that's something I'll be thinking of. But when it's time to be aggressive, I'll be aggressive, but definitely don't want to turn the ball over.
Hey, one of your coaches said earlier that the wide receivers have a little bit more wiggle room in this offense, running different routes. What's it like as a quarterback when there might be a couple different routes built into a play or something like that?
Just built in. You gotta have trust with those guys, and I do. All these guys, I know they can win, and I know we're gonna be on the same page come fall, and that's gonna be huge, and we're gonna get big plays out of it.
The coach called you a gambler. Is that accurate?
A gambler?
I mean over at the casino. I mean.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You were kind of hard on yourself when we asked you maybe recently about your progress and where you're at, and we asked you what you've done well, and you said, I'll tell you what I haven't done well, and you talked about your decision making. Where do you think you're at as far as your progress in your decision making? You were 12 of 16 today.
I think I've definitely improved. I'd like to be perfect. Coach Bell wants us to be perfect, and we're still so far away. Even on those 4 completions, they were really, from my eyes, they were easy not to be incompletions. I got to complete all those balls, and that's what I expect to do. So a lot of work to be done, and we're going to do it.
Nate, do you have to give yourself a little grace because you're going against a defense with coaches that have been around a while and players that have been around a while, and you guys are basically learning an entirely new language on the fly?
Yeah, I just don't even. I expect myself to be perfect regardless. If I can do it, and like you said, we have a great defense, and if I can do it versus these guys, I can do it versus anybody. That's my mindset.
You bring up the conversation you had with Coach after last year's Duke game. How much confidence? How much did that help you settle down going into the off season?
Just allow me to play football. Just focus on coming to the facility every day and grinding. I don't have to worry about anything else, and that meant everything. And to have trust from him is huge.
Were you surprised when they put you back in the game after Christian had come in for a few series?
No, Coach told me to stay warm. I wasn't sure if I was going in, but he told me to go in, so have fun with it. It's good.
Is Is there a lot of people upset that they're going to be eating tofu dogs on the blue team?
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're all competitive, and it'll be fun come Monday.
So Coach Bernowski walked us through his pre-practice speech where he dented a trash can. What was your reaction just in the moment of being like, what is happening?
Just pure. I mean, just fire. Just it was electric. It was awesome. Yeah, I love Coach Bro, and he brings so much. All this new staff brings so much energy, and we just have a lot of fun in there. And when it's time to work, we work, and when it's time to have fun, we really enjoy being around each other. So it's good.
Did you know who Sun Tzu was when he quoted him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yes. I did.
How about a touchdown pass to Lamar and just how much Lamar has grown throughout the spring?
He's grown a lot. All those, like I said, all those young guys. There's no doubt that these guys can do it, and it's just it was great to see him get out there and make a great play today.
Anything final?
How big a threat do you expect your tight ends to be this year, especially Gavin?
Huge threat. No doubt about it. I love Gavin. I love seeing him out there. See him make plays today, and I expect him to make plays this year.
What's your next step in the evolution as a passer, do you feel?
Just making great decisions every play. I need to, continue to complete the ball at a high rate and make sure I get the ball to guys when they're open.
Nate, thank you.